Hi, this is Sandy, and I am up in Noblesville checking out something super cool. Wait till you guys see this. I am with Dave Randall, and he has the most unique situation right here. And what it is, it's called Cool Cottages, right?
Cool Cottages by DMR.com.
And
Artisan built tiny homes.
got it. And as everyone out there knows, tiny homes are kind of a really, up and coming thing for the last few years. You can find lots of stories, you can find documentaries, even things like the van life. So people are kind of downsizing their lifestyle and really wanting something
That's right.
unique, and you kind of fit the bill for that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to turn to, and I am going to show everyone, Dave, your tiny home. Now, can you tell me a little bit about how this all came about, Dave? Because you built this.
Right. Yeah, I have been interested in the little houses for quite a few years as a kind of a new market that's kind of popped up in the last 6 or 8 years. And I've been doing remodeling for close to 30 years. And I kind of live simple myself, so this has been kind of something that has kind of really appealed to me. So what I did, though, when I decided to do this was one of the big challenges was finding a shop building. And once I finally did that, I was still doing my home remodeling. So this little house was kind of a 2-year project, but I also did 3 or 4 basement finishes in that duration, several kitchens and other projects.
So you kind of squeezed it in among your other projects?
Yeah, there would be times I'd work on it for 3 weeks and then not be there for 2 or 3 months as I'd have a couple projects going. But I wanted to do it on spec and be able to do it on my own time.
And it actually is fully mobile. There's actually wheels there, so it can be moved.
It's on a striker trailer that's built specifically for a tiny house with 3 axles, 7,000-pound axles, 21,000 GVW. So it can be towed around nationwide, but it's 12 foot wide at the overhangs.
Got it.
I want these little homes to look more like a real house instead of like a camper.
Exactly.
So it does take a permit and a commercial mover to move it, and you'll set this one up more permanent.
And as you mentioned, there's just unique features like the overhangs.
Yeah, that's exposed rafter tails, kind of a vintage look.
Yes. So you really put a lot of extra thought and went the extra mile on the design itself.
Right. I always love the higher end design and kind of vintage styled stuff. And that's always been kind of one of my big, what you'd call, I'm good at.
It was important to you too, right?
Function and design I've been really good at because I have done about 45 basement finishes, so it's pretty critical to get the traffic patterns right and make sure you're not turning sideways and standing on your head to turn a light switch on or something.
Oh, sure.
All that function.
The convenience of everything.
Yeah.
And I can tell just by our conversation earlier that this has been very much a passion project for you.
Yeah. I'm just a one-man show and built the whole thing from the ground up. I've been working by myself for, like I say, nearly 30 years. And I'm not a big guy on scaling and having a big, huge business. I enjoy the design and the building and creating the most out of all of it. So this whole tiny house thing really fits me well.
So one of a kind. You don't have any interest in mass producing?
No. I'm going to do like this Dragonfly Cottage, Deluxe Dragonfly Cottage is a one-off. There won't be another one like it, and that's going to be a really, it's an artisan kind of thing that I think will be real popular with the right people that will really appreciate that.
And as of right now, this particular, the Dragonfly, I think you just called it, and we have the Dragonfly door knocker right there. Right. Beautiful. This particular one is actually available for sale.
Yes, it is. It's kind of a Model 2, but it is for sale. I've got it listed nationwide.
Okay.
A lot of these are going to the East Coast and West Coast where the housing market is so expensive, Southern California where $1 million median house price is pretty common.
Right.
Or higher.
it could fit so many situations. As a realtor, I can just think of, people who are retired and have it as a second home. And even, a situation like first-time home buyer that wants to be in that lower-end pricing that makes it affordable, but then having all of the really cool upscale finishes. And since we're talking about finishes, I think you're going to actually take us inside and let us see what that looks like, too.
Sure are.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. So you might just show us how we get in here.
Yeah, keep in mind this is only 280 square feet. But
Wow.
The way I've designed it and have the layout, you'd never really know that. It's very spacious.
And as you mentioned, you've got the very upscale appliances. Can you tell me about the kitchen?
Yeah, everything in here, the refrigerator, dishwasher, and convection microwave are all Bosch 800 series. And then this little cooktop is Bosch 500 series.
Wow.
The reason I did these two pieces here is Bosch doesn't make a small standalone 20 or 24 inch range, so I thought this would be a cool layout. And it allowed me to do this cool hood instead of like a microwave above with a range. So really kind of like a little miniature commercial kitchen.
And as we're here in the kitchen, I'm noticing that you have 3 windows in the kitchen, so you've got tons of light.
This is one of my favorite styles here. This is an awning window.
Oh wow!
And these are all triple pane glass too. Like I say, when I decided to build these, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go right to the top of the line as being a premier artisan builder nationwide.
Wow! And then you have also actually a dishwasher in here as well?
Little 18-inch dishwasher. And it has a little tray here.
Oh, so cool.
For silverware. A lot of them don't even have that in full size. There's a garbage disposal.
And I see you carried your Dragonfly theme throughout.
Yep.
Even this here in the kitchen.
Signature hardware sink, which is a nice high-end product, and Kohler Pro faucet.
Right, the gooseneck faucet.
We even have double trash can.
Very nice.
And everything's soft close, of course.
Yes, I noticed that.
Dovetail drawer boxes with the clear coat on the maple drawer boxes, and that's all soft close.
Nice.
Under the bar, that's a 2x6 wall, so I thought, boy, that's a perfect place to have some pantry storage.
Wonderful idea. And tell me about this countertop.
That is actually a birch butcher block that I painted charcoal gray, back sanded, lightly distressed, and put about 5 or 6 coats of a matte lacquer on it.
It just has a real unique look. I really like that a lot. And of course, the one feature that I know you're super proud of is this refrigerator.
Yeah, that's
refrigerator freezer
24
system.
wide by counter depth Bosch 800 series refrigerator, and it's got a little freezer with the ice maker option. But yeah, it's just a really nice, high quality little refrigerator.
So beautiful. And what about the flooring in here, Dave?
The flooring is an engineered, I've got a piece right down here.
Oh, good. You can show me that.
It's
awesome.
An engineered oak. You can see where the oak layer is pretty thick, too, where a lot of them are just paper thin. And then these plies are really tight, thin plies, multiple plies, where a lot of engineered wood only has maybe 3 or 4 layers of plywood and then a paper thin coating of the layer of the actual wood. But
yes, that's beautiful.
yeah, it's called the name on the box was Antique Boat Deck, I think, because of these little pegs. It kind of looks like a boat deck off of an old Chris Craft or something.
And it looks like reclaimed wood.
They distressed it and kind of made it look kind of chippy on the edges and stuff.
And then as we're coming out of the kitchen, there's the door that we came in. You've basically got a living area.
Yeah, great little living room area.
And I noticed that you have, the shelves here with
a
little organizer. And then you even have like a boot bench behind you.
Yeah, there's a little coat
rack boot bench thing.
And this door here is actually a higher end Anderson door with a multi-point locking system.
Awesome.
That's mortised into the door. That's not just your standard deadbolt and handle.
And as we look up, Dave, I'm really impressed by the fact that you've got a vaulted ceiling
Yeah, it's nearly
raised
9
that
foot,
up.
nearly 9 foot in the center, and that's kind of the big key of why this feels so spacious is the ceiling heights. And I didn't do a loft bed like so many of these tiny houses because that really, it doesn't make a very comfortable layout because your bathroom ceiling, they usually put those above the bathroom. And so the ceiling in the bathroom would be low, and then the loft bed only ends up being about 3 or 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
So
not enough room for that.
I got a queen floor, main floor bed we'll look at here.
Yeah, and we're going to see that here in just a minute.
Got the little miniature couch here with a cool little storage ottoman.
There you go. Because you did have to, being that it's only, what did you say, 280 square feet?
280, 10 by 28.
Okay, so because of that, you had to make use of any potential storage to
right.
make it as a livable, because not everyone is using this as just a vacation home. You know, it can very easily be used as a home that someone can live in full time.
Yeah, this is fully equipped from one end to the other. It even comes with a coffee maker and a toaster. And silverware and pots and pans.
Wow.
And the couch.
So it's just turnkey.
Everything here goes with it, except Nancy made me this nice little dragonfly embroidery thing here, and she would probably kill me if I let that go.
To go with your dragonfly
That's
theme.
my friend
I
Nancy.
love it.
Yeah.
And Nancy was a lady who came here and actually spent time.
No.
She's sorry.
She's the property owner where I had my open house over by the airport.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
She's one of the, she's tied in with the Reynolds family, the tractor dealers.
Okay.
Her dad was Mac Reynolds' brother, and she kind of had an idea. I told her I loved her old farm property, and we kind of just over time, she's like, bring it out there August 19th when they have the pancake fly-in breakfast, and we'll have a little open house. So I did that.
And you did a Facebook post, which is how I found you, because I saw it and I thought, I've got to go see this.
Yeah. That's a great thing. You being in real estate, you'd appreciate it very
100%. And there was a lot of people there that day.
Yeah. I think there was probably, there could have been 100 people or so.
Yeah.
A lot of my past customers from, even 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Projects I did for people through the years.
Okay, I'm going to let you take the lead.
I did a louvered kind of
a
shorter door here because the heating and air unit up there, a solid door, if it's shut, this isn't like a house with ductwork and everything in each room, so it's a mini split Bosch heat pump. But I thought this would be nicer. It gives you some privacy, but because this is only for 1 or 2 people.
Right.
And you're not going to have like a house party with 30 people.
No.
So I wanted the heating and air to be able to flow better.
That was a great idea, I think.
This is a taller opening here.
Sure.
Almost 8 foot here. And lets that heating and air flow through there a lot better. And this little door swings either way, kind of like a little bar door.
Very nice. So this would be the bedroom space area. As you mentioned earlier, there is... what size would you say this is? Queen size?
Queen.
Queen size?
That's a queen bed, and then it lifts up at an angle, and there's storage underneath there.
Okay, got it.
Then we have a twin bed up here, and I put the twin bed in because if this ends up like an Airbnb rental,
sure,
you've got that extra area there for like, a couple little kids, and then mom and dad stay down here.
Oh, they would love that with the railing and the window up there. They would just feel like they're camping and
There was a couple that came and looked at it, and their little kids went right up there and were hanging out the whole time.
Yes, and the stairs look very nice, and it looks like those might even be detachable. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah. These this ladder.
Oh, perfect.
I've got it set up to where these closets go up almost 10 foot tall. Mm-hmm. So I've got a rail in each one of these where you can set the ladder.
Oh, so it's interchangeable.
There, and here.
Oh,
so you can get up
great
high
idea.
To that tall storage area.
There you go.
This particular...
and you've got drawers
built
in as well?
I kind of consider being the wardrobe closet here. So I put 2 really big dovetail drawer boxes in there.
Wow.
They're about 12 inches deep, about 15 back, and about 30 wide, so you can really put a lot of stuff in there.
And these, what I call barn door style doors, just seem to work out perfect to open up the space and then close up the space, because here in between you've got the window and Yes, and the storage down below.
Yep.
You used every possible...
Another big closet here.
Sure.
I kind of envision that first closet being maybe some of the kitchen overflow, pantry, or whatever. And then this tall area could be a broom or something, and there's a little hole through there to charge it up if it needs charged.
Oh, perfect. And
More
you got
shelves
your
up
little electrical outlet back there too.
Yeah. So
And again, you didn't come along, Dave, and purchase a kit to make this.
No.
This
is
everything that
custom
we
built from
see,
top to bottom.
it just came out of your head.
Right. I don't even make drawings or sketches.
Really,
No
really.
architectural plans. I just build it as I went.
That's so awesome. And then, of course, we've got the raised ceiling in here as well. How tall is the ceiling
it's
height in
almost
here?
10 foot in here.
10 foot in here.
And that's
okay.
what makes this so spacious. You know?
It really feels very large.
Here's a really
big storage over there, right?
Yeah, this thing's probably almost 3 foot wide, about 4 foot tall, and maybe about 5 foot deep, maybe.
Yeah, you could.
And I didn't put any shelves or anything. I thought, I'm just going to leave that to the new owner to
decide how they want to use it.
And then here, you have another closet.
This is actually your wardrobe closet.
Yeah, wardrobe closet, and then it even comes with a nice little clothes hamper there.
Perfect.
And then this little door here is your fuse box.
Oh, what a nice way to kind of
And
hide that.
magically, it's got legible labels where you know
I
everything
love that.
is.
You did a great job.
Yeah, so many of those, even in $1 million homes, are just kind of scribbled on there. You can't even read them.
Yes, you did a great job there.
So this house has been all inspected by NOAA. It's a national inspection service. There's 6 inspections, and it's all certified by them through the 6 inspection process, all based on ANSI national building codes.
Wow. Okay, and so the final room in here is, of course, the bathroom.
Yeah,
and we're going to see, even a washer and dryer.
little 24-inch.
Oh, my goodness.
And even being undersized, it's still got a really nice sized dryer.
Yeah.
Of course, the washer drum's a little smaller because there's a lot more mechanics to a washer.
Sure.
But and you'll see here too. See all the options. This is a high-end model.
It certainly is.
It's undersized, but it's high-end. A lot of guys are using the combo washer dryer that's in one unit. But I've always heard that those don't really dry clothes that good or that quick. So.
Yeah, I had not heard good things about those either, so I think this is much better.
And like I say, my whole idea with these tiny homes is build closer to a real house as possible. This little bathroom's about 5 by 9.5.
Okay.
Residential size. Let me close this door.
Okay.
And then back here, this vented door is the tankless water heater.
Got it.
We have a water filter.
Okay.
And all dryers have provisions to where you can run the duct out the side on each side, because you know how every dryer in every house is like 5-6 inches from the wall, and you're always battling that little duct work behind there. So I have this one where it comes out the side, so my dryer is only about an inch from the wall.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. You thought of everything. You really have.
And I want to make sure, like I laid this all out in my head because I just knew where everything needed to be. But it's more than comfortable. You're not going to get backed into a corner or have to contort yourself to use the bathroom, This is actually a full 5 foot by 32-inch tile shower.
That is beautiful.
So this bathroom is the size of any residential home, about 5 by 9.5. And I even snuck in the washer and dryer, which still totally functional.
Got
This is a really nice signature hardware exposed pipe. I like that because it looks kind of vintage.
It really does, and kind of a rain shower effect.
And to top off the bathroom, we have a Bluetooth speaker in the vent fan. So you can listen to music from your phone.
There you go. While you're showering.
Yeah.
Or whatever else you might be doing in here.
Got a cool little signature hardware vanity here.
Oh, very nice.
Lots of storage. I did a vessel sink because on a small vanity like this, the sink bowl can take up most of the top.
Right.
So now you've got plenty of room to lay things around the side if you want. And as where a bowl wouldn't have that. And even this little thing is soft close.
Oh, beautiful.
Both of those
And
are
you
soft
even
close.
found a dragonfly towel. How cool is that? And toilet paper holder. And yes.
Yeah, I kind of like theme stuff, you know. It's kind of fun to hunt it all down. And
that was a really good thought.
And that light, to me, kind of looks vintage, you know. I like vintage.
It very much so.
Oh, this is a cool shower door. There's actually not a bar up here.
Right. It's a frameless style.
It's a new Kohler that's out without that top bar, so all the tall folks won't have to duck anymore.
And it's the whole height of the shower is very generous.
Yeah, this room here is almost 8 foot tall in the center.
Wow.
It's a little lower here because there's some utilities and stuff that run through there. So.
Sure.
Got another little cabinet up here, and I even put provisions back there where that white faceplate is. That goes down to the outside cable box line. So you can fish a little wire through there and hook up a wireless router and then just keep it up in the cabinet.
Very good.
And the TV is a smart TV, so you can just, you know, stream things to the TV from that wireless router.
You've thought of everything. It's just amazing. So tell me a little bit about the operating system. So obviously a home like this, you will need utility access, which would be electrical service as well as sewer hookup or something like that.
Right. It's full on-grid hookups. What I did, there's a metal pan underneath this whole trailer frame. So, and then I've got a 2x4 joist system on top of the 6-inch steel frame. So it's got about a 9.5-inch floor system. All the water lines, drain lines are all contained in that floor system, and then surrounded by closed cell foam with a 3-inch sewer line coming out the back.
Wow.
Everything's contained inside that floor and insulated. And then the right now the electrical has got a 50 amp RV plug. But inside of the breaker box, I have an 1.5 inch conduit provisions coming through the floor. So if you wanted to hook to a 100 amp meter base for a more permanent hookup, you have that option there where you can abandon the RV plug-in and wire it from a meter base, kind of like a mobile home.
Right.
And then water just hooks in right now with a garden hose like a camper. And it can be hooked up more permanent too. It's all PEX line, so easy to work with.
And so many of these things that you were telling me earlier, Dave, is that you built everything pretty much yourself, with the exception of a few contractors that you had to bring in for different aspects.
The closed cell foam is something that's a pretty expensive unit to purchase, 50 to 75 grand. So I was like, I don't need to buy that.
No.
Then heating and air, I built a rack out back and installed everything, but I had to have a buddy of mine that Slaughterback Heating and Air Conditioning out of Westfield.
Okay.
He came over and charged up my air conditioning, the Freon part, because I'd never learned how to do that. And then a buddy of mine, Brian Essex, he has a cabinet door shop. So instead of buying all the machinery to make them myself, I thought I don't need that overhead, so I buy my cabinet doors from him, but build all my casework. So that all worked out really good. Here's another triple pane awning window.
Oh, beautiful. And I bet that gets just a really nice airflow into the home.
This is wonderful. I think there's 8 windows, and they're all triple pane. But I've got a variety. I did a custom grid where it's just 4 square.
Yes.
Instead of your standard 6 square. I like to kind of do things a little different and make them unique.
Now, as we were talking earlier, I had asked you, Dave, how did you see this all moving forward? And you had mentioned that you really don't want to do a lot of mass manufacturing of the tiny houses. You like the creative side of making them unique and putting your own style into them. But you also do want to have a few for sale along the way, right?
Yeah,
So tell me about that.
I'm just gonna be a solo show, stay the way I am. I don't want to scale or get into mass production because then you lose the quality and the uniqueness. So I'll only be able to build 2 or 3 a year and build them on spec. I don't really want to take any custom orders because they're picking everything on here, and it would be, probably just slow the process way down. I'd be on the phone every day and hey, did you pick your roofing out? What do you think about flooring? And what's your wall colors?
And you've done a good job on figuring out what goes well together. So,
I've always,
most people could trust that you're going to come up with something that is neutral, but it looks up to date and nice finishes and brands of appliances and things like that.
Yeah, these are all going to be most likely built on spec, and then I'll put it out for sale then. And, if they like it, hey, they'll buy it.
And you did say earlier that you do have a website.
Right. CoolCottagesByDMR.com.
So people could actually go there and see. Can they reach? Obviously, there's probably contact information on there, how they can reach out to you, and anyone can reach out to me, and I can put you in touch with Dave if this looks interesting. But I have been seeing for the last several years, people are really intrigued by the tiny home lifestyle.
That's really neat because like now. We're just maybe 4 years ago, the median house price in America was, maybe $250,000, $260,000.
Yes.
Now it's up over $400,000.
Right.
Like just in this immediate area in Hamilton County median house price is about $300,000.
That's true.
Carmel's clear up to $575,000.
Yes.
But then you go to Anderson and you're back down to $150,000. So it's all over the place.
Yes.
This would be and then if you go, of course, in other states, California, whatever, you might be $1 million, $1.5 million median house price.
Right.
And a little house like this out there, it would be like hitting the lucky lotto,
So true.
This will be priced, around $160,000.
Yes.
So some people kind of like, oh my God, that's a lot, but
not in comparison.
Right.
to other things.
This has the appliances are high end 800 series. There's probably more cost in appliances than most average new houses.
Well, and that's what makes this project of yours so unique, is even though it's small, it's done very upscale with a lot of thought given to utilizing every possible space, your energy efficiency, the traffic pattern, the flow of the air, as you mentioned. You've done a great job, Dave.
Thank you very much.
I have a feeling when people see what we have to show them that you're going to have a lot of people wanting to come and visit you.
Once people actually get here and walk through it, they're pretty amazed at the difference between the pictures and actually being here.
Yes.
Because as you know right now, this isn't claustrophobic,
No, not at all. We're actually standing talking in the bathroom area right now.
Two grown adults in the bathroom talking, and we're not crowded.
Exactly. We got plenty of space here, and we could do laundry at the same time.
Do some laundry while we're filming a little video.
Well, Dave, I really appreciate you taking the time to show me around, let everyone know.
I knew with you being in real estate for all these years that you'd really understand the whole thing.
I do. It's a concept that is really, everyone's interest has really just been, everyone loves the concept. So now.
The whole a lot of people really like the downsizing idea. This is something too that can be put in now as per zoning, of course, because the government likes to tell you where you can live and where you can't. But a great backyard little cottage if grandma needs to come and stay with you, so you can keep an eye on her and her golden years, and gives her a little freedom, and if the grandkids drive her crazy, she can send them back to the house.
Or put them up there in the bunk bed and let them have fun up there like they're camping out and stuff.
Exactly.
I can just see a lot of different people having where this could fit into their lifestyle, like you said. And then there are, like we said earlier, there are some logistics to work through as far as, zoning and regulations and where someone could actually put this. But you've got a lot of information on that already, so you can kind of guide people through.
I've been following the movement for quite a few years and reading a lot of things and seeing a lot of videos and stuff, so... good.
As we walk back, we're going to take another quick peek at everything, Dave. So,
all right.
This again is the bedroom area that we came through earlier with all the major storage, the queen size bed on the bottom.
Got a little book area there.
A little book area there, which
it's a little light with a USB port.
I was going to say a place to put your cell phone while it's charging.
And a plug back there if you want to plug in a little alarm clock, and then a little place to keep your book.
Nice window so you can see outside. Again, all the storage in here. You thought of everything. You really did. The high ceiling just really, you don't feel like you're in a small room. So that's all.
That's
really,
the big
really
thing.
great.
You know, people are wanting main floor bed and lots of storage. So
yes, storage.
And that's what I personally want too. So
just one last look at the kitchen, and I'm going to jump in the picture with Dave since he's been on camera most of the time. But you know, it's been super fun, and you know, I just can't wait to see what happens from here. I'd love to see you build about 100 of these and have them all over central Indiana and beyond.
Need the headache from all those
but I know that's not where your heart is. So,
right.
But again, thank you for bringing me out, sharing everything with me.
Visiting.
Anybody can reach out to Dave again. Give us the website.
CoolCottagesByDMR.com.
And of course, you can reach out to me, and I can put you in touch with Dave if you have any questions. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.